Hey guys, Grifton here, and today I want to talk to you about Phase 2 Nerfs. If you haven't seen, someone went into the PTR of SSC and TK and pulled the health pools of all the mobs to get an idea of what we're going to be dealing with come December 14th. Now, this is not encounter numbers. What I mean by that is if there is a mob that spawned during an encounter, they are not on here. It looks like someone just went in there and pulled the health pools to do a quick comparison. Running through SSC and TK in the PTR didn't really seem like a priority for anybody, so this kind of makes sense. But you don't know the health pool of the Murlocs for Morgrim, all the ads for Vash, the Phoenixes for KT, small things like that. But based on what we do know and what we're looking at here, you're definitely going to see a lot of much easier fights. I'm going to go through a couple of these. You could take a look at this. I'll put a link to the file for, not the file because it's just an image, but the image for this if you want to take a look. It's pretty much all over the internet now though, so you could probably find it if you wanted to, but some of the important ones are Vash dropped by 20%. Now, not only Vash's health pool being dropped by 20% is a big deal, but also her ads, especially like the spore bats that fly around. Yeah, I think they're called spore bats, that fly around and drop that green ooze. I believe the ooze damage is reduced as well. The first tick doesn't actually do damage, so you get notified that the thing is there, and then you have enough time to get out before you take damage. So hopefully you'll survive longer. On top of that, the mind controls in Phase 3 can now be CC'd. So if you're a priest that's getting beat up by somebody and you're just hoping that a tank will pull it off of you, it's easier if you just do your Psychic Scream or whatever CC ability you have to keep them off of you for the time being. And that'll make it a lot easier for you to survive personally. FLK and Morgrim didn't get touched, but I know the Murloc's health got reduced by quite a bit. So if you are on Tidewalker and aren't able to kill the Murlocs fast enough, hopefully this nerf is going to make it much easier for you. Other things that might help you is a lot of the trash in SSC. It got nerfed, which I think is great because SSC is mostly trash as far as time goes. So it's going to make these pulls a lot faster. You're going to be able to melt everything a lot quicker. So you're hopefully going to be able to get through SSC much better. And when you get to Vash, have an easier time. But let's jump down to KT because actually I think KT is one of the most interesting ones to discuss. So KT himself had a health reduction of 40%. That by itself is huge. I can't even express, that's a huge chunk of health lost. Now, that's not even the crazy thing. The crazy thing is the 4 lieutenants or whatever they're called, Thaladred, Telonicus, Capernian, and Lord Sanguinar, 64% health reduction. And honestly, the biggest concern you're going to have now is if you can get these guys into place before they die so quickly. I mean, 273,000 health is nothing when you've got 20-some people beating on it. Thaladred might die so quickly that your raid will not think to not kill him fast so that you can get him into position. Whoever gets targeted is going to beeline for the back to get him back to like the middle section. Same thing with Sanguinar and Telonicus. You have to wait to let those guys get into position. But then again, I don't even know if that's going to make sense in the nerf where you might just end up burning them, burn everything, like just kill it as fast as possible, and when they spawn, kill them again, because I mean under 200,000 for Capernian, that's going to take no time. So I think KT is extremely nerfed just based on the health pools here. If you are struggling with KT, once this nerf comes out, it is going to be a joke for everybody. So I mean, if you haven't seen that loot yet, you definitely should be excited because this is going to be a walk in the park. There are other changes. This is just health pool. There are mechanics that were modified and eased up. We don't have a full list of that yet, so hopefully once Tuesday comes, they'll have a patch note that will explain all that. But right now, if you are struggling with any of these bosses, take a look at this. This alone should give you a lot of hope for being able to down all the bosses coming into this nerf that's coming on December 14th. Anyway, I just wanted to get this out there so you guys can see what everyone's kind of talking about and get you apprised of what's going to happen starting Tuesday. And hopefully you'll get an extra day off to do whatever you want because you'll be able to burn through these instances so fast. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking out my video. And as always, take care.